Good day traders, welcome back to the Forex Ball Trading Academy. In this video we will be discussing the New Zealand against the Canadian dollar currency pair on the daily time frame. It will be long-term price perspective and what we can expect during the next couple of weeks. But before we get started, I would like to remind you that information in this video is for educational purpose only, should not be considered as the financial advice. Now let's get started, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell. So what we have on the NZDCAD is the uptrend. Higher highs and higher lows are being produced. This is very obvious, I think. Recently we got broken above the key resistance, which is at psychological price 0.9. So this resistance got broken back in summer, and then what we had is this break above, correction down where it was retested. So this resistance became the support and got rejected. Now another point is that we have the simple uptrend trend line through these two lows, this low and this low. What we had is the rejection of the trend line right at this point when the correction occurred. And then what we have recently is yet again this rejection of the trend line. There was this spike, there was another spike, so two spikes in a row, but still the trend line hasn't been broken. So very important price action indeed to confirm that the trend is valid, the uptrend is valid. Now next point is we have two moving averages, exponential and simple 200 period, both of them. And here we had this reversal. So basically price confirmed that it's reversing to the upside after we had the break above both moving averages. Then on this pullback, on the rejection of 0.9 key resistance, it rejected 200 simple moving average, went up, came down and rejected the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level. So this support got cleanly rejected, and before that we had the rejection of the 200 simple moving average. This is a very strong support, yet again rejected, and price continued to produce high highs. What we have in the most recent price action is the rejection of the 50% Fibonacci retracement based on this correction. Price went up, broke above, rejected the fips. There was a clean bounce, then we produced the spike. So overall, we rejected the support at 50% fips, which is 0.9146, and we at the same time bounced off the trend line. So this is clearly confirming the validity of an uptrend, and from this point onwards we might be seeing price increase, quite a big one. Well, if we take the current price, we can expect another 340 pip move. So this is quite a big move, and we are looking at the daily time frame. So this seems like a big trend is about to continue, and this is quite a nice uptrend that is expected. Now why this is the resistance? Well, we have 227.2% Fibonacci right at this level, which is 0.9560. This is based on this corrective move down, because this is the most important move since we got rejected the 0.9 key resistance, and we rejected then the moving averages as the support and as well as the Fibonacci support. So this is a very important level. And now if we compare the previous wave, well, we can actually measure it. So it was 1000 pips, almost precisely. And if we measure it from this bottom again, this is nearly the same move, 980 pips. So this is what is expected from this currency pair, and perhaps price might be going even higher. So very interesting opportunity indeed on the New Zealand against the Canadian dollar. And it seems that the New Zealand dollar is driving this pair. Well, we had analysis on the New Zealand Swiss franc just recently, and let's just compare these two currency pairs. So New Zealand Swiss franc, what was expected is the continuation of an uptrend, and this is exactly what happens, guys. Today we're having a big green candle, the continuation of an uptrend, and if we calculate how much the opportunities there remains, is about 100 pips. Obviously on the New Zealand Canadian it seems to be much larger, but maybe then the Canadian dollar weakness will come into play as well, pushing price higher. for the New Zealand against the Canadian dollar. So all in all, New Zealand dollar looking pretty strong. Now let's also observe previously made analysis starting dollar Swiss franc. The trend remains bearish. This is the daily time frame, so we might be still consolidating, retesting the trend line, but overall, unless we break above the trend line and moving average, it will remain bearish. It's just a question of when this downtrend will continue, but at this point it seems like we have completed an ABC corrective pattern, which might suggest that the downtrend is to continue quite soon. Next is the pound Swiss franc. On this chart we got broken the resistance, so expecting still the second target to be tested at 124.67. Pound against the dollar, also an interesting opportunity, mostly driven probably by the dollar weakness. So here we expect also a nice move to the upside, which is equal to 770 pips. Quite a big one, but also we need to watch the support here. If it gets broken, obviously this will get invalidated and price might be retesting the moving average. Next is the Australian against the dollar. We still are within the bullish flag. Now we need this confirmation of the breakout of the downtrend trend line of the flag, and then we are most likely to see quite a strong rally. Well, here we have two resistance levels to watch. One is 0.7925 and second is 0.81, precisely a psychological level. So one of these two levels could be tested after this break above the resistance. But overall, we already published this analysis that from this point onwards we expect the price to start rising. This is exactly what happened. Trend line got rejected and we're having two nice big green candles, so the trend and tendency is likely to continue in favor of the bulls. Now Euro GBP, we're expecting the downtrend to continue, so daily close and weekly close has been below the moving average, which confirms a strong bearish pressure. So throughout this week there is likely to be this continuation of the downtrend towards the 0.86 support or 0.8415 support. So these two support levels must be watched, but clearly trend has started and it looks like it's very strong bearish trend. So that's it, guys. We looked through all the previously made analysis and we hope you enjoyed the New Zealand against the Canadian dollar. If you did, smash that like and of course subscribe to our channel. Let us know down in the comments below what you think on the New Zealand Canadian dollar, whether you're short or maybe you are long as well. Would be nice to hear your opinion so we all can read and communicate. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you coming to watch. So we'll see you very soon with the new great analysis. Take care. We wish you lots of profits.